This place has looked better. What'll it be?
So, brothers, how did you manage to kill Garm anyway?
We killed him a few times, actually, but it didn't take. And I figured maybe the way to stop a soulless beast was to give it a soul. So I gave it the one I had on me.
I beg your pardon?
Fenrir. Remember the light Father saw? The accidental magic I did when Fenrir died? That was part of Fenrir's soul going into my knife. Once I figured that out, I just...
Careful, brother. We go down there and we're asking for a fight. That Drekkie won't take kindly to us just passing through.
Ready.
We fought Valkyrie. How bad could another Drekkie be? miss the nice dragons from Midgard.
And with that, we've now taken down about half the dragons in this crater as well.
Huh. I can hear the birds. They're rooting for me. That's nice.
That crystal could use a dip in the pond, don't you think?
I live to drink another day. Well, in Folkvanger at least. Now I can meet my friend and make amends.
You owe us a story first.
I was at the mead hall. Thor was there. He had a drinking companion. Some sort of creature, the likes of which I had never seen. It had this barrel of mead that seemed to never go empty.
What were they doing?
Getting blind drunk from the looks of it. They were passing drinks around, reveling. Everyone had a tipple too many, but Thor... he was by far the drunkest of any man there that day.
Mimir, what do you make of this?
Thor has always loved a strong drink with questionable company. But I've never heard any word of his creature companion. This isn't a lot to go on, I'm afraid.
Well, we know one thing. Thor was totally drunk when the valley was destroyed.
There is still much we do not know, and whether your mother was involved remains unclear.
Mimir, did you know Garm? Why was he locked up to begin with?
Ah, Hell's feral sentinel. Well, believe it or not, Midgard was once bigger. Until Gar, then just a wee pup, got peckish.
He ate Midgard?
Only a few mountain ranges. And the 5th season that comes after winter but before spring. And a word for the feeling when you get so hungry, you stop being hungry.
You're messing with me.
I would never.
I didn't get a chance to say before. I liked your story about the Thane and the Heath Witches. You really gotta write these stories down one day, Mimir.
Well, I try. Jaw tends to get sore, but thank you, lad.
The river's flooded. Do you think we can reach some new parts of the crater? If we go much further, we'll be right on top of the ogre. Better be sure we're ready. So, Mimir, how did they capture Garm in the first place?
That was Tyr's doing. He lured the beast somewhere safe and kept it distracted by lending his own arm to be gently chewed. Once the chains were on and the gate to Helheim was opened, Garm bit Tyr's arm clean off in retribution.
But Tyr's not missing an arm.
Well, it grew back, eventually. He is a very resourceful god, after all.
Now that I've spent time in Asgard, it's strange to imagine Magni and Modi there. Sif raised them both, right? She seems like a good mom. Maybe a little overprotective.
A good mother. Not the Sif I knew. In a culture as debaucherous as the Aesir, being a paragon of womanhood meant being a fierce fighter and a fiercer drinker. She and Thor seldom knew a moment's sobriety, whether brutally dealing with their enemies or, just as brutally, raising those boys.
What do you mean?
Oh, little brother. I know you didn't have an easy childhood, but you can't fathom how much worse it can get. Imagine learning discipline by having thrashed into you time and again. That was Thor's approach, the same one Odin used on him. A poisonous notion of manhood passed down through generations. A grim inheritance, leaving all of them the poorer.
Set that aside for now. Come.
Ogre! We can't get through with that bastard trying to bludgeon us!
Then we must get closer.
you! Hold her!
Find you! Behind you, brother!
What's the ogre? You can yell at me, if you want. Believe it.
What would that accomplish?
It'll make you feel better.
No. You didn't trust me enough to talk through your worries. That's a wound not easily made.
I'm sorry.
The fault is mine.
We fight!
Yeah! I got that! Yeah! And stay quiet!
Left side! That was ours, you opportunistic sod.
It went back to its perch. Let's go after it.
You can be with your son now.
Thank you. I can't wait to see his face again. I'll give him this gift and tell him about the brave people who helped me.
Now you can help us. What did you see that day?
Yes, I remember now. On the day the valley was destroyed, Thor was swinging his hammer wildly through town. Everyone was terrified. Then a fair-haired warrior stepped in his path, and a fight began. She was a brave woman.
This fair-haired warrior must have been Faye, brother.
Yeah, Mom stood up to Thor.
I'm not sure if Faye had bravery or bravado. Not many live to tell the tale of a fight with Thor.
Faye never spoke of fighting him.
Everyone has secrets.
We do not know for certain this was Faye.
Aye, there is only one way to find out, brother.
Hey, Ymir. Ever heard of the Utengard?
The Utengard? Yes. It was a Jotnar concept. The giants believed that even though Odin destroyed Ymir's body, the first giant never ceased to dream, even after death. They believed Ymir's dreams would endure forever. I think they found some measure of... Lovely. Now you can open that gate without that ogre hurling detritus at us.
Father, do you ever wonder if you're doing the right thing?
No.
Okay.
Spring. Time of rebirth. Renewal.
Oh, I miss the smell of those bugs. I'm sorry, kid. Just come back already.
So, Father's new spear, it's made out of a ring?
Drop me your eye. Forged by the Holder brothers as a gift for Odin.
How's it work?
Every so often, the Dropnir drips out identical copies of itself. The Huldras presumably figured that if one golden ring was a good gift, an infinite number of them would earn them a permanent place in Odin's heart.
But it didn't.
Not even a little. Found something else for the cleansing pond, eh?
Have you seen... Where is... my Alan?
Ymir, not sure how to ask this. There's stories Odin told me, like how he lost his eye. Right, the details are different from stories you've told me. And I trust you, of course, but they don't seem like things you'd have a reason to lie about either.
One thing to remember about liars, lad. They lie. They do it on principle. No issue too big or too small. They lie about anything they can get away with and some things that they can't, just to demonstrate their power over reality. You must always bear that in mind. Path's open. That dragon is shaking in its scaly boots, I suspect.
Once we approach the dragon, we will kill or be killed. Understood?
Yes, Father. Come on!
Eyes up!
Whoa! That looked like it hurt!
Do not worry about me!
Hold that for ya!
Go for the throat!
Watch out!
Bloody hell! Finish down, you grabbing dopper!
Incoming!
It is done.
I'll say. That ogre's not getting up anytime soon either.
I can hear the animals. They're relieved. Maybe they'll come out of hiding. beard like yours?
No.
Namir, can we get back to what you were saying about Magni and Modi's childhood? Or beat them up a lot?
Aye. He was always a cauldron of drunken rage, and Sif wasn't much better.
No more for now. Focus.
Namir, can we get back to what you were saying about Magni and Modi's childhood? Or beat them up a lot?
Aye. He was always a cauldron of drunken rage, and Sif wasn't much better.
Well, Sif doesn't drink anymore. Neither of them do.
I am quietly flabbergasted to hear it.
I get the sense it's more recent for him, but I know he loves his daughter.
I expect that's the explanation. Sif goes straight and hopes that raising a good daughter will redeem their past failures. Thor struggles. Maybe she gives him an ultimatum after some breaking point or other.
Like what he did to Modi, that night he found us.
Oh, that's a deft guess, lad. And if that ultimatum worked, well, good for them. Truly.
Mimir, when I was in Asgard, I saw Odin do something to some new Einherjar. They seemed kind of mindless until he cast a spell that restored their identity.
Aye, that was his habit, even when they were confined to Valhalla. I think letting them remember themselves was another small way of cheating death any way he could. Though I wouldn't be surprised if with that small gift of autonomy, he also embeds an undying personal loyalty to himself.
No need for this. Maybe I'll see you back at the camp.
And under different circumstances, one hopes.
Well, with Birgir safe, we can get out of here. Or explore some more. If you wanna.
do it. About time I had something to do. Hope you're feeling violent. That'll put some hurt on them. That'll mess some folks up. Hope you're feeling violent. Don't get killed in the meantime.
Go!